2-ton wall of muscle, a horn that can flip a car, a temper that snaps in half a second. Meet the rhinoceros, the animal that most of the jungle refuses to fight. But here's the twist nobody tells you. This armored giant has lost fights before. Some of them badly. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 5 animals have what it takes to take a rhino down, including one that isn't even a predator. Stick around, because the last animal on this list might be the most surprising fighter in the entire animal kingdom. In the vast, unforgiving theater of the wild, some names alone are enough to send a ripple of fear through the undergrowth. Ask anyone to picture the animal kingdom's most fearsome resident, and one silhouette almost always rises to the top: the rhinoceros. This is no ordinary resident of the savannah. It's a living tank, a slow-moving storm that other creatures instinctively give a wide berth. One look at its sheer bulk tells you everything. A body so dense and so powerful that anything caught in its path risks being crushed outright. Then there's the horn, a curved, bone-hard weapon that leaves little to the imagination about what happens to anyone foolish enough to challenge it. And yet, for all its raw power, the rhino is not untouchable. Beneath its reputation as a walking catastrophe lies a hidden truth. There are predators and rivals out there, daring enough, strong enough, and clever enough to make even this armored giant retreat. Before we get to the fights, let's get to know this legendary beast a little better. Species, the rhino family isn't just one animal, it's 5 distinct species, each shaped by its own corner of the world. First, the black rhino of Africa. Most carry 2 horns, occasionally a rare third, and their standout feature is a hide as tough as armor plating. Then, the white rhino, also African, also 2-horned, but this is the true heavyweight champion of the family. Standing roughly 6 feet tall and weighing an almost unbelievable 3,600 kilograms, the white rhino is a mountain of muscle that's hard to comprehend until you're standing in front of one. Next, the Indian rhino, or greater one-horned rhino, roaming the grasslands of India and Nepal. A single horn and thick folded skin that looks like natural battle armor stitched across its back. And rounding out the family, the Javan rhino, hidden deep in the forests of Indonesia and Vietnam, and its smaller cousin, the Sumatran rhino, the smallest of them all, standing just 3 to 5 feet tall and weighing 600 to 900 kilograms. 5 species, 5 different battlefields, all facing the same crisis. The very feature that makes the rhino iconic is also driving it toward extinction. That prized horn has turned rhinos into a relentless target for poachers worldwide, and their numbers are collapsing as a result. Add in vanishing habitats, and rhino populations are being squeezed into smaller and smaller pockets of the wild, a slow, silent threat just as dangerous as any predator on this list. What actually makes this animal so formidable? Because despite the plant-based diet, provoking a rhino is nothing short of a death wish. First, raw aggression. The rhino has an infamously short fuse and won't hesitate to charge animal or human. It doesn't discriminate. That volatile temper is exactly why it's ranked among the most aggressive creatures on Earth. Second, that horn, not just for show, a full-speed charge can inflict devastating, life-threatening wounds. There are documented cases of rhinos goring and mangling entire vehicles. Third, a hide so thick it acts as natural body armor, shrugging off claws and teeth that would end most other animals. Now that we know exactly what we're dealing with, let's meet the 5 challengers with a real shot at beating it. A lion can end another animal's life in seconds, but a rhino is an entirely different challenge. A lone lion doesn't stand a chance. A full pride, however, changes everything. The strategy is calculated and ruthless. The pride encircles the rhino, slowly cutting it off from its herd. Then the real danger begins. They strike from behind, never head on, because every lion knows what that horn can do to a frontal attacker. Once the rhino is isolated, the pride goes to work, tearing through even that legendary hide with teeth built for exactly this job. Lions rarely choose to hunt rhinos, but when they commit as a unit, they are more than capable of bringing one down. When a rhino and an elephant collide, smart money is almost always on the elephant. Wild elephants are famously short-tempered and nearly double the size of a rhino, an overwhelming physical advantage before the fight even starts. These clashes rarely happen over dominance. They happen over food, two herbivores competing for the same limited resources, a classic trigger for conflict in the wild. Pit a full-grown rhino against a young or smaller elephant, and the rhino can actually win, sometimes with fatal results. But against a massive, aggressive adult elephant, the tables turn fast. Even if the rhino lands a hit with its horn, the elephant's sheer size lets it flip the rhino clean off its feet, gore it with its tusks, and slam it to the ground if the fight escalates. Among the heaviest, most dangerous animals in the wild, the hippo should never be underestimated. Against a rhino, it actually holds the statistical edge surprisingly fast for its size, with bone-crushing jaws that dominate close combat. A hippo can slam a rhino off balance with sheer body mass, then follow through with a devastating bite. The two are roughly matched in size, but the rhino only really has one weapon, its horn. The moment a hippo locks its jaws on, the fight tips entirely in its favor. The numbers make it clear, a hippo bites down with around 1,100 psi of force. A rhino's bite? Only around 1,000 psi. This round goes decisively to the hippo. A predator so feared that even lions approach with extreme caution the crocodile. This ancient armored reptile can shred prey apart in seconds, with a bite strong enough to crush straight through bone. Face to face with a rhino, there's a very real chance the rhino walks away severely wounded, or doesn't walk away at all. Even with its massive frame and horn, the rhino would struggle against a mouth packing more than 70 razor-sharp teeth, each roughly 4 inches long, driven by a bite force of nearly 3,700 psi. For comparison, if the hippo's 1,800 psi sounded terrifying, the crocodile's bite is more than double that. It isn't just dangerous, it's practically a death sentence. It might seem like an unlikely name for this list until you understand what a hyena really is. This is one of the wild's most brutal, unflinching hunters. Where most predators show at least some mercy, the hyena skips that step entirely, tearing into prey the instant it's within reach. Often before the fight is even over. Armed with exceptionally strong jaws and coordinated pack tactics, hyenas are built to overwhelm animals many times their size. Should a determined pack set its sights on a rhino, there's every reason to believe they could bring even this armored giant down. So there it is, 5 animals fierce enough, smart enough, and strong enough to challenge one of the most heavily armored, aggressive creatures on the planet. The rhinoceros may be a walking fortress, but in the wild, no crown sits unchallenged forever. Here's a question before you go. Out of everything you just saw, which matchup do you think the rhino could actually survive? The lion pride, the elephant, the hippo, the crocodile, or the hyenas? Drop your pick in the comments. I read every single one. And if this took you deeper into the wild than you expected, you know exactly what to do. Like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell, because the next animal showdown is coming.